Hi Libra, I'm sexy Libra. Thank you very much for being here. Okay, so Jupiter going through fourth house. Huh? How weird. Another cardinal situation. Okay, this is where you don't need us. And you probably don't even trust anybody anymore. You might have picked the husk from the grain during the last year with third house Jupiter, Sagittarius. You might have already picked it all up. You might have already seen it. You might have already understood everything. And that's when Libra kind of sees. This is a very interesting phenomenon that happens to us sometimes. We don't need people at the end. Sign of partnership, sign of collaboration, At the end of the day, you're still on your own. And this is why you are the perfect husband or wife. This is why you're the perfect psychologist. This is why you're the perfect loyal friend, because you actually really don't give. You don't give. And that's where it's nice. But here you have perhaps a very interesting possible idea that will push you out of the ether, that will push you out of the previous purpose or the previous person. You have like such a broader or bigger spectrum, but here you could be completely by yourself, or you could be not with the right people. Okay, so elevation, it's lonely at the top. Okay, you might by now already see what I'm talking about. There's already probably a scheme in place. We see if you take that step, or if you like follow that route, or if you go into that depth, you might no longer have certain types of people or friends, or you might be on some level isolated from reality, or even in a certain degree just depressed away from society. So there's an interesting thing. When Libra takes what they want and they have created what they wanted to create, sometimes they're like, okay, enough of you, enough of you, enough of you. I created it. And that's the interesting focus with marriage, because at the end of the day, it's not together forever. Underneath it all is just creating a grafting system for one's own soul and being. Then the other person can go. And that's something that we all kind of have developed on the level, especially with the current narcissistic society. Yeah, please watch also the overall video for this. I talk a little bit about that. And the value systems that are skewed. And here, how well you do depends, on how just you are. How just. This is basically Libra. This is where you have the accounts in your hand. This is where you own the place. This is where you own, especially a place or a story. You might have a very, very strong, secure network or representation or a degree. You might have something or somebody here. And how you do depends on the integrity and the justice that you yourself have developed within your soul. So this is where Libra has to be a little bit controlled about finances. This is where Libra knows, okay, I paid these people, but that person I'm not paying. Why? Because I don't believe they're worth that much. No. You have to pay everybody simultaneously. You have some kind of a level of control on you. Please let that go. Just know that you have to have absolute control and level with your work. Maybe your body, your worth, and your finances. You don't have to control you. Okay, so this is where we kind of like swing up and down. We become very murmured or very like uncomfortable people, because we like lack energy or agility or charisma sometimes, because we are so not sure which way to go. This is where you get this really, really interesting superficial Libra, or like completely disconnected, like, what, Libra? And we have to basically believe you anyway, even if you are not 100%, even if you are completely zonked out during this year. We've got to basically believe that you can carry the load, because you're kind of becoming a little bit of a donkey for us, especially if you work with a certain conservative sector of society, or if you just work with conservatives. There's a sense of being a little bit of a donkey, and that's not good for all of us people, but we will become like that which we work for, or which we service, or which we live with, around, underneath, behind, between. Every single thing that you have, all the clothes you wear, what it's made of, the material, everything, the smell that you have in the air, what you put on, like a cologne, the makeup that you wear, everything that you carry on your person, you will eventually achieve. There is a very interesting show and tell sign about a Libra and a certain type of project, certain type of external representation, also a certain type of energy that you create with other people. The way that you sway other people really brings up or gives off a certain smell or flavor, and often you will see or understand why you are not worthy and why you are very much wanted and worthy, because of a certain type of gentleness or a certain type of cruelty that you bring with you. So please start again. Okay, packing your bag, what do you bring? What kind of perfumes you wear, what kind of smells, what kind of flavors, what kind of environments do you like to live in, also what kind of family or what kind of people you like to support, and what are the types of worth-based mechanisms you're creating. So basically this is like the psyche of worth and the psyche of earth. Okay, so 4th house, Jupiter, Capricorn, very strong. So for example, the way that you are malleable or immalleable, how you can be or how you cannot be, how your laws and regulations are, what is the justice that you provide, how are you working with money, is it transparent, are you transparent? Okay? If you're working with community and culture, if you're working with, say, your mother, your father, if you're working with your husband or wife or soulmate, if you're working also with younger people on some level, please make sure that you're transparent. Okay, you go to the store, you bring back a receipt. Okay, you work behind the scenes, you open it up at least to 1 or 2 people to show what you do. You can't afford at this point to hide behind a cold demeanor and closed door and a hand to the face. And you might already be doing that. After 3rd house, Jupiter, you might already be like, hand to the face. You walk into a situation, straight away what do? Hand to the face, hand to the face. Where is the most important person? That person, that's my person. And you might already like see that how in like last 4 or 5 years you could have completely lost it because you've always been kissing anyone. You've been like, I love this, so I'll kiss you and I'll kiss you and everyone's my kissy friend. And then like suddenly, by the end of, not for everyone, but 3rd house Jupiter, you know, Sagittarian Jupiter, you might be like, okay, no, where's the grain? That's the grain, that's my needle in the haystack, that's my person. And that becomes very, very easy for you, and also very easy on the eye, because the more precise you are, the more beautiful you are, and the more easygoing you are inside. But there's time and place and karmic repercussion. Okay, so sometimes you might need to sit here a lot. Sit with 1 person, sit with 2 people. Sometimes with this particular year, you might have to wait for a certain type of time, wait for a certain season. You might have to wake somebody up again and again. You might have someone next to you that really needs to be balanced. You might have someone next to you who is dying during this time. You might very easily have something next to you that is karmic and damaging. You might have something happen that doesn't go away. If you get a disease, if you get some kind of also thing on the outside of the skin or with the breast tissues, you might have something for a long time. So please consider your safety and protect yourself. If you need rest, you need to lie down, you need to sleep. There's also something that is happening with us Libras on the spectrum of decay, aging and decay, okay? If you don't want to do if you don't want to wake up early, if you don't want to be part of your class, energetic class, you know, frequency, demographic, if you don't want to be part of your class, like if you're a nurse, if you don't want to be a nurse, this is what I mean. If you are not happy with where you've been placed in society, if you're not happy with us, if you don't feel good, if you still keep on demanding stuff, and even in innocence not saying anything, if there is like a certain type of issue and you're like biting your lips, people bite their lips, I've always also. Biting your lips means you're not coming to terms, something painful or undone. If it is happening like that, you have to stay behind and you have to basically release your energy. There is a lot of love and care for you if you can just meditate and stay behind. If you are biting your lips, biting your nails, you're not sure what's happening, if you're destroying yourself, if you're picking at your skin, if you are pulling at your hair, okay, there is something that needs to be done, and sometimes it is in silence and quiet space. Don't be in fear of mothering another person, and maybe even mother a lot or take care of an elder. It's a very nice time to decide how you're going to do that. And also a very, very beautiful and pure-hearted time to really release and detox. Okay, releasing a lot of parasites, releasing a paradox. For example, you had acne for a long time, or you had some kind of like tissue disorder, you had like some kind of tissue eating bacteria. Now's the time. Now's the time just to stop, okay? Be gentle, and now's the time to realize what you've got. And of course, any kind of like interesting method, cunning method of healing is fine. Cunning methods of healing, even for psychedelics, you know, for strange herbs, even plants, every kind of thing that you never even thought would give any kind of result, cunning methods are fine. So everything, every day should be good. Please consider a result. Please consider what anything gives you. Please achieve success with what you do. Measure time, measure money, and measure your thought. So thank you very much, Libra. Enjoy, and I hope that you don't spin out this year. Stay gentle, stay humble, and stay legit. Legit. Thank you. Bye.